Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tracking our expenses for week 2 and also closing out our paycheck number 2 for September. So we are going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of 1, and we are expecting our second child in November. And on here, we do all things cashless budgeting. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I am working out of the Budget Moms workbook. And so we are going to be looking from the 12th through the 18th. So we are going to be starting here on September the 13th. Sorry, y'all. I did an HEB pickup and I spent $88.27 for groceries. And then also on the 13th, that was a Saturday, I went and got gas for $51.99 because I also needed gas to get to the hairdresser so that I can get my hair done. And then also on the 13th, on my way back from, it's coming to me. On my way back from the hairdresser, I was hungry. The family was home, so we bought Chick-fil-A for the household so that we could eat because none of us felt like cooking. And then on the 14th, we paid our lawn guy because he had came, I think, that Friday and cut our grass. And that was it, y'all. I didn't do anything crazy. And the reason why is because I've been on a mini bed rest from my doctors. I went to work on Monday knowing good and well I did not feel good. I am having a lot of issues with my heart. And they've been doing like a lot of tests and things like that to kind of figure out what is going on, because it is not like there's an underlying cause of what's going on, and it's not necessarily pregnancy, although my heart is as healthy as like can be. Like they're like, Janelle, if we were to do like who has the healthiest heart, like it would be you. So I was home. I wasn't spending anything. I was sleep as much as I could. I was on some medication. I didn't have to pay for it, but it made me just worthless. Once I took it, I was just like numb to the world. But on the 18th, I did go and see my cardiologist. They ran some more tests, did an echocardiogram, put me on a heart monitor again, and all of the things. So I paid $70 for that co-payment, but that was all that I spent in my sinking funds. Okay, so that was all of my spending. It wasn't a lot, but I am happy because if y'all think about it, I had put in my September notes that I wanted to be intentional about our spending and making sure that I just was not spending money that I did not need to spend, especially because I also wanted to finish baby prep, and those things go hand in hand, money and money. So now that we have this, we're going to actually go and check how much money was spent for each of these categories. I did not write them down, you guys, so we are just going to be doing them together. And I kind of like doing it together because then y'all can just see the whole process instead of me like always having the numbers. So for groceries this week, we spent $88.27. So $88.27. And gas was $51.99. Household, I know, was $35. And spending was $27.42. Okay, and then now we can add these numbers up. So 278.21 plus 88.27 equals 366.48. So far as what we spent in groceries through 2 weeks. And then for gas, we're at $47.49 plus $51.99. So we are at $99.48 through 2 weeks. Household, we've spent $41.47 plus 35. We're at $76.47. And spending $27.42 plus $2.70 is $30.12. So that is where we are. And then I need to add this up so that we can see what we spent for the week, because that is just where we are. So this week we spent $202.68. So not bad at all, not bad at all. Now we're going to flip over really quickly to our expense tracker. This is for our operating account. And as you can see, on the 12th, we received income. Then the only things we needed to cover this week were our sinking funds and savings. So that leaves us at $360.24. And we will make sure that is what our paycheck came out to as well. So let's go there, because there was no bills due this pay period. So we did roll over $12.24 and we got $5.50. So that is going to be $562.24. There were no bills. So we are just rolling over this number here. We do not have anything for variable expenses because we do try to stock up on or put all of the money into our Ally account at one time, and that's at the beginning of the month. And then we just have that to spend. And then I had to get my cheat sheet over here, but for car maintenance we put in $10 this month. For clothes, we put $7. For family, we also put $7. For health, we put $10. For holidays, we put in $5. For home maintenance, we put in $10. For kids, we did $33. For pet, we did $3. For subscriptions, we did $41. And for vacation, we did $6. And that equaled out to $132 that went towards our sinking funds. And then for savings, we put $25. And I didn't incorporate this into my budget for this month, but next month I will. I owed ourselves our interest. Sorry, y'all. Our interest for the last 3 months that was just sitting in our core that I had never moved into our emergency fund. So we had a total of $76.14 additional that went towards the emergency fund. Back in June, we had $24.95 worth of interest. Then in July, we had $23.17. And then in August, we had $28.02. So that was added on to the 25. For rainy day, we had $5. For home projects, we had 21. And I really need to go look at that because that sounds wild to me that I put that in there, but let's just double check. I sure did. Okay. We put $21 in there, y'all. So $21 into home projects. Moving got $3. Leanna, my first daughter, she got $12. And then baby number 2 got $4. And that was $70 that went to our savings. So altogether, that was a total of $202 that we put into our sinking funds and savings. And I'm just making sure. So $360.24 here. And that was all that was spent, y'all. So I'm pretty sure that is the same number that is in our operating account at the moment. And yes, it is. So I just like to check it off to verify that I have verified this. Also, operating and Paycheck budget matches. We went through our expense tracker. Like I said, we spent $202.68. And that is it, you guys. Money thoughts. I don't have any this week because I have just been out of commission. And honestly, I'm just going to try and take it slow. I did mention this in my last Paycheck, either Closeout or not. We did receive lots of gifts, and we are just slowly trying to unpack those things. It's just so hard because I have to depend on my husband so much for a lot of stuff. He already works 14 hours a day, and then he's coming home and he's cooking and he's cleaning up and he's taking care of baby girl. And then now he also needs to like put a room together and stuff. So I do try to do all that I can, but I do need to take it easy, as my husband says. So that is where we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.